5472 Kilo, eastbound's approved out of below 1,100 feet, runway 7, clear for takeoff.
Eastbound out of below 1,100, runway 7, clear for takeoff, 5472 Kilo.
Baron 204, contact Orlando departure.
204, good day.
So as we roll here, just go ahead and put your mixture to rich. And we are ready.
Taking the tower, Skycatcher 60507.
Skycatcher 60507, Orlando Exec Tower.
Yes, sir. We are about 10 miles out to the east, inbound full stop.
Skycatcher 507, make left traffic, runway 7, report 3 miles northeast.
And we want to climb with 726, if I'm not mistaken?
Correct. So you're going to rotate at approximately 50 to 55 knots, and then climb at 76, 70, and maybe 80 if you want.
Approved.
Route number.
Okay, good.
All right, I'm ready when you are. Okay, so kind of up to you where you'd like to go next. We have the Titusville Airport right here in front of us.
See that?
We can go over there and try some landings if you'd like. If you would like to go over towards Cape Canaveral and do the Kennedy Space Center tour, that would be out this direction.
Okay.
You can see the vehicle assembly building there. The visitor center is basically right in front of you, but the shuttle landing runway is right over here.
Okay, so if we want to go a couple of landings, what do you suggest here?
If you want to do a couple landings, I would suggest probably just go ahead and keep on heading towards Titusville Airport right there. They have runway 9 or runway 36.
Okay.
With the wind, I would probably suggest runway, well,
9.
It's not going to make much of a difference. It's almost a direct cross, well, it's a 45-degree crosswind either way.
Okay.
So, let me go ahead and give them a call and we'll see what they're using. Space Coast Tower, Skyhawk 5472 Kilo.
Skyhawk 5472 Kilo, Space Coast Tower.
5472 Kilo is about 7 miles to the west, and we're pretty much set up on a straight in for runway 9 right now. I'd like to get a couple of touch and goes, please. We have Charlie.
River 5472 Kilo, proceed straight in, runway 9, report crossing the interstate on final.
Straight in for 9, we'll call you at the interstate, 72 Kilo.
Okay, and that's the interstate, that's the one down there.
Yes, sir.
Number 805 Papa Tango, thank you.
And the wind again, what I didn't hear.
The wind was 070 at 16, so strong, but more or less right down the runway right now.
Runway 9, make left traffic and report each midfield downwind, clear for takeoff.
94 Whiskey, clear for takeoff.
Let's go down in
left traffic
1100.
Okay, sounds good.
Oops.
Tower 94 Whiskey, can I have a 360?
Ooh.
Good, a little bit of right rudder.
360 back to final,
Good.
report
Hold some right
reestablished.
rudder in there. Good.
94 Whiskey, 360 to
There
final.
you go, not bad.
That's a little bumpy.
That's okay. It's pretty windy out.
How long is that runway?
It is 15,000 feet, just under 3 miles.
Okay. It's quite a bit.
Our only requirement here is we basically want to stay either over the runway or to the west side of the runway. We don't want to cross to the east side of it.
Okay.
Once you get east of the runway there, then you're in the other restricted area that we don't want to fly into.
Yeah. But let's fly over it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just go down a bit. Let's go down to 500 or something.
Sounds good. NASA shuttle traffic, Skyhawk 72 Kilo is about a mile north of the runway, and we're setting up for a flyby at about 500 feet, north to south.
Do they use it for anything else but space shuttles?
Not really. They would land any of the support vehicles as well out here. So, for example, when they bring the 747 in that would carry the space shuttle, that would land out here. They'll bring C-130s in to support various NASA operations occasionally.
Yeah.
Some of the private companies are using the launch facilities out here now, like SpaceX. Actually, SpaceX is doing more launches out here than NASA is these days.
Okay.
So they'll bring in rockets on aircraft here. So you can see the actual launch pads out here. Launch pads 39 Alpha and 39 Bravo, which are the two that were typically used for the space shuttle.
Yeah.
Usually this one right here. They've got a SpaceX thing out there right now.
Yeah.
They just launched a SpaceX rocket here last week. And I think they have another launch coming up in a few more weeks.
Very cool. Oops. Well, let's turn a little bit to the right.
Sounds good. So this is the visitor center right up here. So if you want to, actually visitor center here, sorry. So that's kind of the administrative center over there to the left. You can see here where the old shuttle fuel tank is standing. That's the visitor center. So if you aim basically right over there, you can put that down your side of the aircraft and you'll be able to see all the rockets and stuff that they have there.
So over at the red tower, or?
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's do that. Guess we can just keep the altitude here, right?
Yep, perfect. NASA shuttle traffic, Skyhawk 72 Kilo, just finished the flyby. We're continuing to the south over by the visitor center, about 700 feet.
Cool stuff.
They have a space shuttle actually inside of the building there. One of them. So this area right here, this is Cocoa Beach.
Cocoa Beach.
This area here and New Smyrna Beach, just south of Daytona, are considered to be the best surfing in Florida.
Okay. You do surfing?
Nah, I don't have much interest in it. I do kayaking.
Okay.
A lot of that.
Marathon Tower 64406 Tango's overhead, midfield crossing for 11, full stop, Marathon.
It's actually pretty calm out today. Usually you have some pretty big waves out here.
Yeah. Like a couple of kite service.
Uh-huh. So, your choice, we can either, when we get south of this road, we can turn and kind of follow it back across, or I can give Patrick Air Force Base a call and we can continue southbound along the beach.
Okay. Well, let's go back.
Okay, sounds good. Orlando approach, Skyhawk 5472 Kilo.
Skyhawk 5472 Kilo, Orlando.
Skyhawk 5472 Kilo is at 3,000, about 10 southwest of Space Coast. We're hoping to transition the Bravo over top of International, fly by Disney, and then head back to Exec.
Skyhawk 5472 Kilo, squawk 0361, maintain VFR.
0361 and maintain VFR, 72 Kilo.
November 1 Romeo Mike, contact Executive Tower 118.7.
Contact Tower 80.7, Mike.
November 72 Kilo, traffic's 1 o'clock, 1 mile out, indicate 2,500.
Still looking, 72 Kilo, we'll hang out up high until we get past them.
November 58 Whiskey, Leesburg 12 o'clock, 19 miles, when able to report the field in sight.
58 Whiskey, I am in sight.
November 58 Whiskey, cleared visual approach runway tree.
58 Whiskey, visual.
November 72 Kilo, outside class Bravo airspace, traffic 1 o'clock, 1 mile altitude, indicate 2,600.
Traffic inside, 72 Kilo.
72 Kilo, thank you, VFR decent approved.
Decent approved, 72 Kilo.
Cool.
So, if you see this lake right up here,
Yeah.
basically you can see the little island in the middle of it.
Yeah.
If you aim just a little bit to the left, or excuse me, to the right of the island right there, that's going to take you right over top of the main portion of Disney World, which has Cinderella's Castle and most of the big attractions over there.
Okay.
There are several parks. Disney itself is huge. There's about 5 parks total. when most people think of Disney World, what they're thinking of is Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
But they also have Epcot and MGM over here. And this area over here is what we call downtown Disney, which is more of a shopping district and that kind of stuff. They don't really have any attractions there.
Okay. A golf course or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, there's lots of golf courses out here. So this is Interstate 4 right here, which is probably what you took to get up here from Lakeland.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
There you go. So coming up here, you can see Cinderella's Castle right in the middle of all of this.
Yeah. Nice.
So you can see down here that even the main park area, it's relatively compact. It's all kind of arranged in a series of circles.
Yeah. Orlando approach.
The way they have it laid out when you actually go down there to walk around, it's
Yeah.
such that you think it's about 6 times bigger than it actually is.
Yeah, yeah.
So a lot of the theme parks are like that. When we turn back around, we'll fly pretty much over top of Universal Studios, which is the same thing.
40 Quebec, Orlando.
Beautiful site, this one as well. Quite a nice approach to this one, actually.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's downtown Orlando there. Relatively small downtown area.
Yeah.
At least as far as the built-up portion of it goes. Exec Tower, Sky 5472 Kilo is over top I-4, beam downtown.
November 5472 Kilo, number 1, runway 7, clear to land.
Runway 7, clear to land, 5472 Kilo.
303, turn in base.
Skycatcher 30383, number 2, follow Skyhawk 2 mile final, runway 7, cleared to land.
Clear to land, number 2, looking for traffic, 30383.
Orlando Exec Tower, Air 3 with information. Victor currently southeast about 7 miles inbound to ORMC.
Air K3, Orlando Executive Tower, proceeds requested traffic 12 o'clock eastbound helicopter at 700 feet at your 12 o'clock and 3 miles.
Alright,
Roger,
good.
looking
Got to make for sure
at
so you can bring your power all the way to idle if it's not already.
Chase 4, traffic 2 o'clock.
And if you want it, you got another 10 degrees of flaps available to you. Totally up to you.
2 o'clock and 3 miles northwestbound helicopter at 600 feet.
Alright, so it looks like you got a pretty stable crosswind out of the left.
And Air K3, were you just reporting that traffic at site?
Traffic inside,
Look
thank you.
good. A little bit of right rudder, a little bit of left aileron. There you go. Good. About there.
Chase 4, roger.
Good. Now right here at about 5 feet, just kind of level it off and let the airplane float a little bit. Good. Keep on easing the yoke back a little bit. There you go. Beautiful. And like I said, any left turn works.
Runway 7 cleared for the option. Will this be a full stop taxi back?
Affirmative, full stop taxi back, thank you.
Perfect.
November 72 Kilo, turn left at Alpha 6, contact ground point 4.
Alpha 6 and over to ground, 72 Kilo, thanks.